Welcome back, fellow super snails. Okay, this is my alt account, and I just got out of Murka. That's crazy. YouTube is saying only 9 days ago that I got out of Kathy into Murka. What? I got out of it felt like a long ass time. We're not in America right now, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this. All right, so here we go. America is at 88%, and I left Kathy. I believe this is Kathy, yeah, at 98%, and I just started this one, and I'm at 6%. So that's actually not. It's just my first go around. I think it was like 6 hours or something like that. I'm gonna go back to America so we can just quickly go over it. Anyone who is watching this and doesn't understand Murka when you first get in here. When you first come into Murka, the first thing that's going to happen is you are going to have to pick a side. Fine. I would pick North first for me personally, right? You don't have to, but I did it in 9 days. So maybe I know a little something. Maybe I got something, you know what I'm saying? The first thing I do is clearly I just go ahead and I max out my travel speeds. This is traveling in North. You get the travel speeds, and northern here is transformed. That's not as important. That one's not important. This one's obviously the one that we're always looking for. Everywhere you go, you always want to flip them. Even in the Rift, which are the costs for the intel on these are astronomical. You always want to flip your intel as soon as possible. But the Rift is a little more complicated than that, so I'll just not even mention it. I redact that shit. It never happened. But I'm gonna go ahead and flip these also as well. You know, mind you, as long as you get the intel to do it, you know. Against the North, enable nuclear fission labs, upgrade units to purple. So I've already upgraded them all. I obviously I have all the intel, but like when you're first going in here, you might be overwhelmed and you might be looking at like what's going on. So here you start with her. She's like the first person I think you beat. She is the widow in white, right? So she's going to be like the first person you fight, and she's really good because when you beat her and you level her, as you level her up, she'll get to 15% intel gained in Murka, right? As you travel and she rides your back, you'll be getting intel. Right now, currently in my current state, because I've already gotten all the intel, I no longer need her to be riding on my back. So you don't have her riding on your back. When you initially beat her, and she's actually not that hard to beat at first because she's like the first person that you're supposed to beat. They just give her to you basically, and it'll tell you which tile. So when you click on here, it'll like some wording will come out and it'll just tell you, hey, you know, look for this. Look, excuse me, not that one. It'll be like you can't unlock it unless you unlock this, and then you come here and then you find that tile. They're all named whatever that tile you're looking for is, and when you find it, then you work towards upgrading it so you can get your you can have more riders on your back. The more riders you have on your back, obviously the better for you. So when you initially start, you're not gonna have him, and you're not gonna have these three right here. You're gonna get like, actually you can see what order you're gonna get them in. You're gonna get them in this particular order, just like that. That's how you get them. So that's why it shows like these guys right here are irrelevant. These three, because by the time you get them, it's so late that it doesn't matter. When you come back, it will, but not right now. So when you do the intel in the early stages, you want to make sure that your characters, you're accruing as much intel as soon as you can, as fast as possible, and then you want to go ahead and most likely one of these guys right here at the bottom are going to be available. So you go with the black tabs because you want to make sure you get your income while you're struggling around that area, right? So let's just go ahead and give them the healing effect as well. So just leave it the way it was. So now that you're done exploring, right? Let's just say the exploring is literally done. It says done, right? Let's go right here. And this right here says exploring. The snail is no longer moving. There's no more time on the clock. It's completely done, timed out. Then you can go ahead and when you unlock certain other heroes, like I think this is my when you eventually lock her, she's going to be your star. I choose her to be my star, Captain Marvel looking character. But at first you're going to get these three most likely, and then once you get this first row, it's going to probably be the spider looking guy, the rock looking guy. He looks kind of like, Bane slash Scion from League of Legends slash Singed from League of Legends, also because he's got poison. So, and then Thor, right? Because Thor gives you rush. Back up. The little spider gives you attack damage, and then this guy gives you HP. So I've already done I've done the math, not the math, but like I fought a guy and I just barely beat him with the healing effect, and I was like, oh, is healing better than HP? And then I swapped the HP with the next boss, and I beat the next boss with HP. So HP is better than the healing effect. So this does HP, this does attack, and then this guy right here does rush. The defense actually helps too if you don't have, whoever you're fighting, you don't have their weakness. If you haven't found their weakness, don't put Thor on. Just take them off and put, defense, attack, and HP. Those three are going to be much more valuable if you don't have their weakness, obviously, because you're not going to get the benefit of the rush, the 15% rush, which is the purpose of having him on you, right? So when you get these characters, you level them up as soon as you can. Most of the time, you'll line them up in order. A lot of the materials that you get from the north, you have to farm them from the south. You have to go into the south to get some like extra level up stuff, so that you're gonna be stuck and be like, oh, like it'll be like a claw. Like, let's see, I haven't leveled him up all the way. Like this claw, perfect. This like zombie hand thing, like I can't get it here. So if I go to the notes, it'll actually tell me obtain from the south. This one's actually saying so it's from the south. So if I just go ahead and march a couple times on the south, I'll get some points. That'll be for later when I want to 100% this thing. I don't want to 100% this thing at all right now. But at some point, your loadout is going to look like this. Your loadout is going to look like her for damage, because she gives you the defense. He gives you the damage, as we saw before, and he gives you the HP. If we go back here again, he gives you HP. Yeah. So if you want to beat somebody and just get over them, this is what you use to fight them later on, because you want to leave Murka as soon as possible. When you're finally into the south and you're no longer farming intel, right? You want to go ahead with this loadout, and this loadout is 50% chance for double reagents. Reagents is really important because by the time you get into Murka, you should be dealing with a lot of relics, and you should have already done at least one, maybe two Wish Week events by this time period, which if you do it correctly, you're gonna have a lot of relics and not even a little bit of the reagents that you need. So at 50% chance to get double reagents is amazing. Let's see, this cheetah gives you travel speed, which is really good. And then the Joker here, the Joker gives you, let's see, he gives you Black Dabs Obtain. So you're still getting economy. Oh my God, here he goes again. He's talking about economy. Yes, economy. What does everybody else do? Okay, well, he gives you food. I don't care about food. You're going to get plenty of food from your pond or your fungus thingy. HP, we don't need the HP because we have in the north, we have an actual attack loadout. You can switch those whenever you want. If you're about to fight, switch it to the north. If you want to travel and you've already gotten all your intel, you switch it into the kitty girl, Night Kitty, because Night Kitty is fine as fuck. But on top of that, I like using her because I remember for me the two hottest characters is in this. She's badass too, but I mean she's just giving me defense when I can just go to the north and just get Captain Marvel, the Scion looking dude, and I believe it was the Spider guy. When I choose these two loadouts, right? These are my attack, right? So I put her first. She's my like captain, and then I choose her and she's my captain after that. So it's very simple. One's for traveling, one's for fighting, one's for traveling. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I used. That's what I did. Obviously, when you first pick your cards, when you first have your cards, you're always on the lookout for the weapon. Always on the lookout for the weapon. So get the weapon as soon as possible. If the weapon is unattainable, let's just say you're short by one. but you have, let's see, this will cost you 6. So let's just say you have 5. Just get the hard stats and then get some intel, and then just keep that pushing forward all the way, all the way, all the way to the end. Like, as you can see, there's still some things that I have not completed. Why? Because for some reason I wasn't landing on gold cards, and the gold cards, honestly, it doesn't matter. They weren't even coming out anytime soon. I still haven't even completed like half the stuff. I wouldn't say half the stuff, but there's a lot that I still need to do because I'm out. I'm free. That means I can go to the next place. I can go to the next place, which is Britland. I'm out. I got all the intel here, 49 out of 49 and 49 out of 49, so I'm good. Now I'm out of here. How did I get strong? How did I get strong? In the beginning, it feels really, really impossible. I'll tell you right now, the first week is really rough. The thing that helped me out the most was that the lottery week came up, and lottery week gave me a lot. I mean, a lot of things that I could unlock. I was constantly unlocking boxes here. As soon as I could, I would. I just opened up whatever. I don't do hoarding in here because I'm literally trying to accelerate this account as soon as possible. The equipment and stuff like that, like this isn't the equipment for the other. This is the equipment for Britland. But as soon as I got to open up this slot, I did. As soon as I got to 10k each, I went here and pulled the sword. So now I can actually increase my my altar slots. I have a Dragon Ball here. I have another. I believe this is a dragon. No, this is a Dragon Orb. Decide later. And this is what? A Mahakala, and this is just a regular old thingy. And I have a few more. Now the 2-day waitings go in the back here. They can't go in the front. They can only go in the back. That's what those are for. You can only cook 4 at a time. What is this? I didn't. Oh, look at that. I completely missed that. When I pulled the sword, whatever. Look at that. I'm getting stronger right now. It's just I completely missed it because I was doing it on the phone and I didn't care. I knew what it looked like, so in my brain I was just like, I don't really need to pay attention to it. And that's what happens when you pull the sword. Excalibur comes out. He will whoop your ass, so there's no point. Just like Dracula, this is Grandpire. I haven't even spoken to Grandpire because I know how strong Grandpire is. Actually, I'll go ahead and show you how strong he is. Just by really quick looking at him, and I am right now, I mean, dealing really well with 20k damage units or enemies with like about, I don't know, 11 defense and like maybe like 3 to 200 like HP range, and I'm dealing with them just fine. But I'm not even gonna talk to Grandpire. I mean, I just did, but I'm not gonna fight him. I'm just gonna leave him there, and he can just do whatever. My forms, these are all 5. These are all 5 except for the dragon. I just got the dragon form like 2 days ago. I'm so fixated right now on these forms that I keep forgetting to put points into the dragon form, which is a criminal a criminal action because the dragon form is so damn strong. I should be working on it already, which I will. I got 55 minutes. Actually, I'll show you right now. I'll speed this up. It will go up, and then I can come here. I should have a lot of free speed ups, so that'll immediately basically pump me up. I'll just auto Z. It'll be basically 0. You go ahead and say yes. These are gonna go up for free. The reason they go up for free is because I have a lot of relics that give me like 15, 16 free minutes. And those free 15, 16 minutes or whatever will basically cover the first 15, 20 minutes of your research. If the research right now, this is 20 minutes. Let's say you have an hour's worth. It falls within that free time zone. And I love this game too. I love this game. I love how like in the early stages it sets you up for success. I love it. You shouldn't have any issues doing this. This is great. We're doing this right here. And yeah, you just increase your character, your snail. Look at that. In Dragon Orb offering time, -1 hour. So that's already accelerating my Dragon Orb. So I have a Dragon Orb cooking. I just took an hour away from it because I upgraded my Dragon form. a little bit longer. This does troop heart stats for the dragon forms. Now, if you go all the way with your dragon form and stuff like that, then your dragons will obviously be strong. But I don't focus on my dragons, my minions, when I speak about dragons plural. I don't worry about the minion because dragons usually they're usually last. When you look at the dragon, I can't share. That's a bummer. I'm gonna miss out on a freaking. I'm gonna miss out on one. What do you call it? So I'm not gonna do this right now. I'm not. I want to share it, but I can't share it. So I'm gonna miss out on one lottery token. But they're last. So if you see here, this one takes like I think this is zombie. No, angel and demon. No, mutant. Okay, fine. So that's fine. But it doesn't have angel. It doesn't have dragon cells. It takes from different cells. Now, if you're wondering how I got this form, so let me just start cooking because I really don't like wasting time. I'm going to do that. 14 hours is beautiful. That means that I can go to sleep right now and wake up in the morning. It'll still be either going or just done. It wants me to go ahead and do this, so I will, just so it can just go away. Please go away. So DNA bonus right here. So when you get all your five forms to T5, you will have the option here to get your reach level 5 in all forms except the dragon, right? Because you don't have it. So that's your 6th form, and then when you get it, you reach level 5, or you just automatically get the form. That's how you get your dragon form. And then you come here, you open it up, you go to your item section and you open it up, and then you put it in here. Now I just did that recently. It's not something that it took me about 8 days. 8 days since I basically came to Kathy. So in Kathy I didn't have it either. In Kathy I may have had like a T3 or T4 at the highest or something like that. So resources and stuff like that. That's how that worked. That's how you got all that stuff. Here, I just went ahead and I basically ignore these for the most part. A lot of these are just so damn strong, but like, not this one. This one's super cake. Last breakfast, yes. Okay, I'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take that. We'll take it. We'll say goodbye, and then it doesn't even say that I could put one in. So, I went ahead and I took as many points and I put them into my relic section. I tried maxing out as many as I could. I'm already started reshaping a whole bunch of them. Now, if you want to learn about the reshaping process that I use, my reshaping process, I always go here and I click this guy and I pick home building, so that when I do reshape in something, it reshapes into something that is going to give me economy. So this one says lumber camp produces ancient wood by 10%. Now, if it would have been even better if it said like lumber output 10%, then that would have driven me mad. that would have made me more excited. But the thing is that I don't this one, but I don't have it. Since I don't have this one, this typewriter thing, Shoals typewriter. Since I don't have it, I can't combine. I can't take both of them and reshaping them to get this bonus. But as soon as I do, I'm going to be working on that, because it's just gonna bump up my wood production by 10%. Self-explanatory. That's how I choose to level these up. Now, some of them require you to level them up. For example, like this one right here. This one in the snail store fortune cap B-tab cap is plus 40,000 if awakened. So if you go in here, that just means that this guy will be able to go up to 40,000, and you'll get like an extra 2,000 per day or something like that. From instead of 10,000, you get 12k. So money is good. Money is good in this. So because they're giving you like tons of income. What else can I do here? I spoke to these guys. I could, I fought them when I could. If I couldn't, I just ignored them. So I upgraded my relics as soon as possible, because relics give you power, gives you effect, heart stats, and effect, make you really strong. I'm constantly spending my money on the just the mutants. The reason I'm always doing the mutants, the mutant ones are these ones right here with the 3 eyes. The reason I'm always leveling up the mutant ones, in my previous in a previous video. I'm sure I've gone over it, but I'll just go over it every time, just in case this is the first time you're seeing this. I'm always upgrading Lee Gina. I'm always upgrading her, so she's currently at level 19. As soon as I get a few more of these points and I take her to 405, I can put her to level 20, which will give me a 20% output on my time machine. Now, your time machine will give you tons of money, because if you can speed an area up multiple times, like if you wanted to speed up 3 or 4 days in 1 hour, or not even 1 hour, like a few minutes, like I just wanted to go back and just speed it up real quick, and then speed it up again, and then speed it up again. You could do that because you have time machine pumping out extra time for you to do those kinds of things. How many times did I speed up Murka? If you're wondering, I did it maybe like 5 or 6 times. It's nothing crazy. I didn't need to like blow it out in the first day or something like that. I still actually have plenty of speed ups. If you see right here, I have 5 days worth. If I wanted to, I can speed this up as many times as I wanted to. As a matter of fact, I actually want to leave because I want to be in a different area. Recall, leave, thank you very much, see ya, peace, bye. So we want to go ahead and top off again, and we want to pick Britland, and we want to just continue on our exploration. Now, when you eventually open up the Liberty, right? Now that I understand how to play the game a lot better, I actually have Liberty set up. Now, I can't max her out, but she's giving me intel, and she's giving me max orange grid drops, extra treasure chest, which, you know, in the early stages, you're not going to have orange grids. There might be. I lie. Let me take a look. Let me just take a quick look, because that one, there's an orange grid here, and there's only 2 orange grids. So the chances are that for you to land on those are pretty slim. But if you were to land on them, the Lady Liberty is hooking you up. Now, this is something that you eventually in Murka get, and then if you do multiple times, you can level it up. Right now, I don't have enough, so I can't level them up, but this is as far as I got. Victory and Exploration may grant 9 extra loot, which is nice. 9% is nice. 3 more levels, I guess it'll be at 10%, because I think everything else is at 10%. Yeah, everything else goes at 10%. And then Exploration sells at 10%, which is nice because obviously you want to be able to have cells to increase your form, your dragon or mutant, whatever form, right? So you make that guy strong, and that and then you just grow. So what does my equipment look like? You should have, if you beat Grandpire, you should have this. If you beat the Wizard, you should have this, because this is this whatever Harry Potter's wizard thing. No, it might be this one right here. Sorry. And I don't actually remember where I got all these. I just know they all fall from there. And this one just, I would say the only deviation here is this guy right here. This is the only one that I got from a lucky box. So if you're wondering, like maybe you need RF or something like that, if you come here and you want to use your gear forge. Sorry, is it Relic Forge? Relics? No, gear. GF. If you want to use GF, you can come in here and actually get the wheels. Do I have 140? As soon as I get next week, I'll have 140. I'll get the wheels as soon as possible. That'll give me some what do you call it? Some travel speed. Let me look at the details. 1.6. As soon as you get that guy red, it'll be like almost 9%, which is really big. And yeah, that's how you get strong in there. You want to get the weapon as soon as possible. Obviously, the weapon that I have in Murka, the level that I have, it's not even maxed out. It is the gun, not this one, this gun right here. So this is my Murka gun. Oh, I guess it is all the way red. I guess I did max it out. Well, that's good. I didn't even realize I maxed it out. I thought I had to find it from some other bullshit. But the good thing about Murka is that it's very straightforward. It's not like for the zombie form, right? The zombie form, to get to T5, you have to go back to Korea. So you don't have to necessarily beat Korea. Like, you don't have to 100% it on as soon as you're stuck. You can actually do it like later. You should actually go back to Korea when you're in trying to get your zombie form T5, because you have to go back to go to Busan to get like to fight something 5 times. You're supposed to get these 5 viruses, and every time you go to Busan, you get 2. So that's 1 full trip. Not even a full trip, because you can stop. You can when you come here and you do the fast forwarding. This is for the all areas, and this is for specific areas. So you can click this, click this, click this, click this until you get to Busan, and then when you get to Busan, you can actually stop right there, because you're gonna fight these 2 guys. You're gonna beat them up. You're gonna get the ultimate virus. You're gonna leave. You're gonna reset. You're gonna go back in. You're gonna fast forward a few times till you get back to Busan. 2 more times, so that's 4, and then the last one, which is 3 times for the 5th one. And that's how you get all 5 of them, and then you put them together, and then you get your 5th form. Your angel form, it requires you to be wearing the angel form when you're at T5 or T4, trying to get to T5. And you while wearing it, you have to make sure that the altar with any of these regular ones, not the nice ones, but the regular ones, hit 100% or over. Obviously, as long as it goes over 100. And once you go into the altar is going to be like, whoa, you need this. And they give you something to get to T5. So that is that. The mecha form is a pain in the ass because it requires you to have the Allspark. Let me see if I can show you the Allspark. It's very, very popular. It's this guy right here, the Unispark. The Unispark needs to hit T4. And the way I did that was by, I think you get it one way. You get it, you get it from somewhere in the game. The game just offers it to you. But the second one is very difficult to get. You can either beat this guy, which clearly I have not, because he's wicked hard. He's wicked. Look at him. He's so strong. And there's some shards there, so that's fine. Or in the other way you could do it, right, is by saving enough Relic Forge points. And as soon as you go to your tech section, you can go ahead and put 120, and you can put it into there. Excuse me, and boom, take it. And that's it. That's how you get your mecha form. So we've talked about the mecha form. The mutant form, I believe you need to have the zombie's Busan. The mecha is Spark. This one you have to sacrifice 5 demon minions, and you don't get them back. So you just clone 5 and you just give it to them, and it's gone. And then you just get your T5 there. And then let's see, for this one right here, I don't remember how I got my zombie. Like I don't have the notes here because this is in the way right now. But they're in the notes. It'll tell you how to do it. And then once you have these 5 forms into T5, your little guy, your dragon form is incoming, and then you'll just become stronger. You'll become a lot stronger. But I'm getting this now, like just a few days, like just yesterday, maybe like a day ago, day 8, yeah, something like that. That's when I got the dragon form. I just didn't put any points into it yet, because I know how little importance it is for me right now, currently. But I will hook them up as soon as possible. Another thing that helped me out a lot was obviously joining a really good team. You want to join a really good club as soon as possible. If you guys wanted to join my club, we'll go ahead and just show it to you right here. You just yeah, I'll even maybe, yeah, I'll put it maybe in the notes section or something like. I'll just copy this, and if you guys want to join my club, go ahead. It's pretty strong. I mean, it's not like weak or anything like that by any means. My team, hey, that's me in my alt account doing 22 million. Let's go. And yeah, we got 4 spots open, so that's not bad. We're hitting T6 every time. Every time we're hitting T6 now, T6 crossed. So we're doing really good. And you'll get to hang out with me here if you wanted. So yeah, I got to do the rocket. As a matter of fact, how strong am I? I'm okay strong. I have the Statue of Liberty. And another thing that I was able to do was actually come up here and do a lot of the domain for Korea, the Korea domain. And I was able to knock out all of this stuff right here, except for him. I forget what I need to do for him. Let's see, bro. Do I just have to beat you? I wonder if I just beat you. Can I just beat you? Or I think I already beat him. I think he just wants to be left in peace. I don't know. Lend? Sure, whatever. I have the 3,000. Yeah, I got 3,000. Sometimes I just go on. I remember reading his story. He was kind of upset. He becomes one of your allies. That's good. That's good. All right, cool. So you get to see that. I already beat Pawson. I'm actually gonna go in, and you can see inside his helmet. You can see who Pawson really is. It's the big giant cat. The giant cat that the vending machine is constantly dry humping. The way to beat Pawson is to have the it's like a relic that you get after beating. I think it's its left hand. Its left hand is holding up a like a statue or something like that. When you hit the top, um, it'll drop a relic that does like 500% damage to Pawson. I should be able to be strong enough to do some serious damage to him, but I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Wow. And boop. He's hitting me really hard. So if I had my full loadout, I'd probably hit him like a lot harder. So I'm really close. I can probably beat him. I have my current loadout, right, is not strong. This is not a strong loadout. This is not for attacking. This is for intel resources and money and cells and stuff like that. So I can't fight Pawson now anytime soon. I have to wait till tomorrow. But if I wanted to beat Pawson, I would just put the mirror on and I get all these extra buffs, and I just go in there, pop, slap them up a little bit. As you can see, I haven't even put a single point into the deadly iron ball. It's pointless. It's useless. To me, it's useless. Anybody who uses the deadly iron ball, I think you're wrong. Don't even put a single black tab into this, because you're giving this black tabs. It's asking for 3,000, and it's gonna be it incrementally goes up and up and up and up and up. It's so bad. It's so bad that I wish they didn't even have it. This is so bad, because this is consistent 15% attack, 15% defense, and 650 each round. Early stages, you're not that strong, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so I have my exploration gear. I have the great engineer, which gives me intel. Maybe that's another reason why I accelerated my this account is going so fast, is because I got so lucky when I landed the what does it look like? What does the equipment look like? Equipment looks like this. It looked like this. So I got lucky and obtained it from a divine order chest. Literally, the chest dropped it. And once I was able to do that, I just upgraded as soon as possible. So I knew the value of that one, and that was like my first red anyway, and it's been in that same spot since I got it. I don't know if anybody or if you've read anywhere that the Strength Master Sword is bad, but it's an exploration weapon, which is extremely very important. As soon as you have the Norris Chucks and you can get them to red, do so. It ignores 12% defense. It's beautiful, beautiful. They scale with their defense 100%. So, and then this right here just gives you a whole bunch of damage. It gives you 300 raw damage, and then it gives you an extra, what is it, 800, 900, 960 damage just right there. That's really good. Here you get ignores some resistances, which bosses and stuff like that, they don't have those resistances. But it gives wing damage, which is an extra 350, and it's 300 rush. So that's really good. When you get these things, you just get them and you use them. What does this one do? Paralysis. Eventually, paralysis falls off, because a lot of bosses have paralysis. When you look at their weakness, this will be like paralysis. And when you max this out, it'll be like, I don't know, 10% chance of paralysis, right? And they'll be like walking around with 9% paralysis defense or something like that. So it's like, you don't get any buff. The same thing with the dodge. And then this will go up to like maybe, I don't know, 15 dodge or something like that. And they'll be like, well, we got 40 hit. So it doesn't matter. They fall off so hard, it's pointless. Right now, I'm in demon form currently because it's my strongest form. So I obviously have my demon cells, demon cell in exploration and soul chest, because it has to like coincide with what you're wearing. You don't want to put a zombie weapon on right now, because it wouldn't help you. So that's that. And obviously, always update your compass. Make sure your compass is looking as strong as possible. I can't change it right now, obviously, but as you put reagents into your relics, you're going to want to take those relics and see, oh, that's actually an exploration relic. It gives me intel. It gives me travel speed. Oh, let's put that in here. And let's put it in the slot where it'll be blue, because then these points will, amplify your HP and your chance to get double cards and whatever. So it helps in that fashion. Another thing that's important that I'm constantly doing is, as soon as I get enough of these, enough, what do you call it, toners, I immediately put points into whatever I got into this so that I can start growing. Right now I'm in, this is giving me hard stat, or no, this is giving me effect. This is really good because it's giving me effect, which is really good against checks against bosses, because if it requires you to have 200 effect and you only have 100, and this is giving you, let's say, another 100, now you've met the check. This one I'm currently doing first because it's exploration. It's something that I do more than anything else, so I'm constantly putting all of my toners into this. In exploration, food consumption -1%. I want that. Um, and here's your effect check, -200. So now they've actually made my check a lot less, so I can actually bridge that gap. So it makes me stronger there. Or makes me be able to use my rush ability, because my rush goes to waste if I can't meet that check, right? What else can I do? What else can I talk about here? My shells, when you finally meet the dragon, I think it's the dragon, it asks you to like upgrade your stuff, or I think it's I need shell service. I think it's one of the options, and that's how you upgrade your shell. Otherwise, your shells just, they have buffs and stuff like that, but if they're just sitting around you and you haven't had that chance to ask the dragon, the Shenron guy, the discount Shenron, you won't be able to get your shells upgraded. So yeah, upgrade your shells, and that'll help you out too. The events hoard your tickets. I'm already saving for 2 weeks from now, so I can get more tickets. And in those weeks, there'll be more relics, specific relics that'll be special when they drop. Like, these are very common. You don't have to worry about ever buying these, so just don't do that. When the event comes up, they'll have special ones that, like, they're kind of harder to get, and you want those. You want to snag those as they come by. This is the wish event, so I dumped all of my wishes into this. Right now, currently, I am at 170. So, right? 170? No, not 170. 170 would actually put me way over. I'm actually at less than 160, so 150. Yeah, something like that. 150 right now. So I need a couple more to get me. I need 2 more rounds after this. After this one right here, I need to be like 2 more rounds, and then I'll be able to get my Eye of Horus, which would be really neat. There's a whole bunch of things that I need to also do here. Like, I need to spend my Tai Chi. The way you do that is just, you can go here, you could do that there, you can do it in there, or you can spend it, I believe, by purchasing right here. Buy lucky coin. It'll cost you 300 Tai Chi, so if you wanted to go ahead and spend 300, I'll do that. It's probably the easiest way to do it. I'll spend it right there, and got a couple more coins. As soon as I get 1 more coin, I'll swing again. This is really good for the robots, but early stages, you don't need the robots. I want this relic 100%. This relic is really nice. It gives me leadership. I don't want to fuck around. Give me the leadership right now. And then the relic forge points, that's probably going to be secondary until eventually I do get the rocket where I can actually have, like, the robots working for me. That's going to be way later into the future. Not in any rush. And yeah, that's Murka. And Murka and then some, because you're going to wonder how I'm getting so strong so fast. It's because I'm doing all of these things. I'm obviously doing my dailies. I pump into this. I do all these. I actually bought a few things. That's why I didn't like accelerate insanely. I think it was the Eye of Horus. Yeah, it was the previous Wish event. I was off by 10 Ash Battle. 10 or 20 Ash Battle. I think it was like 20 fucking Ash Battle. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go in here and I'm going to be like, screw it. I'm going to buy this right here. No, it was 100. It was like 80. It was like 80. That's what it was. It was like 80. And I went ahead and I just bought that. And for $4.99, I got me this. And it gave me an Eye of Horse. And I didn't care. Because it's not going to pump you up that much for $4.99. It gives you this. It gives you this. It gives you this. And on top of that, it gives you like some daily stuff and something else that unlocks. I think this right here. So I was able to buy, you know, both of these. That's nothing. Nothing. There's just nothing crazy here. I didn't like accelerate to the point where I'm kind of ahead of everybody else for some magical pay to win kind of thing. It's not. I did not accelerate that far with the like $5 or $6 that I put into the game. Not at all. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And my power level it was like at 17.9, yeah, when I checked it like earlier this morning. And yeah, I'm, you know, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, just ask. I can either make a video specifically tailored to your question, or I can just continue moving forward into how fast I'm going in through these areas, and we'll leave it at that. Cool. I hope to see you guys next time, and that's it. Peace.